What are you doing over here, bro? We got problems in your state, bro. This is old Lindsey Graham right here. Lindsey Graham. Yep.
Absolutely not. If you're an American and you want Maduro to stay in power, man, have you lost your way.
Well, if you're just an average American like me, you know, I'm just a dad, bro. Just trying to voice his opinion. I just feel like we need to get back to like bullying and like, you know, having common sense and like knowing when to go inside when the lights go down. You know, we don't even know what bathrooms to go in nowadays. You know what I mean? We're still trying to approach that problem, you know. Old Lindsey Graham here thinks we're all just gonna go to war, you know, but today we're gonna have a history lesson to figure out why the Republican Party has been kind of hijacked by what they would call like desktop millennials or you know, I don't even want to call them groypers or whatever they want to call them, right? This is old Lindsey Graham right here. Lindsey Graham. Yep. Lindsey. And he is from South Carolina. Mr. Graham, I just can't get down with, man. Is you are Cold War'd out, big dog. I don't know who's paying your bills. If you see this message, blink twice.
Thank you for coming. Thank you for having us.
I bet that boy Lindsey like, I think we should just go ahead and just nuke Russia because that's Hitler. Dumbass. What are you doing over here, bro? We got problems in your state, bro. What are you doing over there? What are you doing? You hanging out with that actor? You hanging out with that actor right there? That dude that played a president? You know, and then he became the president and his election was up last year. He's still the president and he's just collecting money and becoming a billionaire in Morocco. But listen, that's your senator, South Carolinians. He's your guy. That's Lindsey Graham.
Go all in if Putin says no. If Putin says no, we need to dramatically change the game, including giving Tomahawk missiles to Ukraine to hit the drone and missile factories that exist in Russia.
Let's go to war! Dude, I cannot deal with this guy, man. What is he talking about, bro? What tempo are you on? We're trying to stop the war, Lindsey. I ain't even gonna. I don't even care about the political names and acronyms, Lindsey. We ain't going to war. Yo, old ass. What you going? What? This is what we're battling. These are the guys that are behind the scenes of the Republican Party that just can't get over the fact that Tucker Carlson talked to what they call a neo-Nazi and Nick Fuentes. They don't even know what a Nazi is. I mean, they've like literally like just disintegrated it. Imagine that.
I would go all in if Putin says no.
What? You gonna scratch up some change at some Somerville trailer parks or Mount Pleasant, South Carolina trailer parks and be like, here, Ukraine, here's your $10,000. And there's like people like, dude, this guy is just a second D. And he also sounds slightly homosexual. All right.
Obliterate Iran's desire to have a nuclear weapon. The regime hadn't changed at all. They still want to kill all the Jews. Jew on every. Consider America the great Satan and purify Islam. Are they regenerating their nuclear capability? Are they building more ballistic missiles that could hurt Europe and Israel? I don't know, but there's evidence that suggests they are. I would recommend, if there's credible evidence that Iran is going back into the enrichment business at other sites, they're trying to build more ballistic missiles to terrorize Israel and maybe Europe, that we hit them before they can do that.
Once again, you're seeing what a warmonger is. This dude wakes up, war, Iran, Taliban, that we pay $40 million a week from long contract deals from Started with Reagan, but we're still paying them, and Jeffrey Epstein helped finance it, but whatever. Listen, Lindsey Graham, we're gonna go back to Lindsey. Lindsey Graham here, I'm having an ADHD moment. Lindsey Graham, do you guys hear this? These are the people that are lingering around these, like this guy is voted in. And I don't know who is voting on this person. Just like I live in North Carolina, I don't know who voted for Josh Stein. He didn't even campaign. Josh Stein I didn't see one ad from Josh Stein until they dropped the corn news on our boy Mark Robinson. Shout out to Marky Mark, man. Hope you're doing well. I hope you're not back on nude Africa. Here, just a general reminder that Lindsey Graham lives 1.5 miles away from my home in Western North Carolina. He visited Ukraine multiple times. He never once took to help us from Hurricane Helen. Not one time. That tells you all you need to know. You're not lying, sir. If there was a Russian inside of that hurricane, I guarantee you, y'all would have had full funding, full American money.
I can't imagine a nominee in 2028 being the Republican nominee. If you want to run for president as a Republican in 2028 and you don't show strong support for Israel, I don't think you can win.
Let's step that back, sir. I'm not an anti-Semitic type person, right? I think every culture is equally as dumb as the other. And I say that respectfully. You all can get roasted. It doesn't really matter. And this is an equal opportunity page. So if you think you're coming over here to, hear some hatred, you might hear a little bit, but not a lot. All right. I got to be honest here, Lindsey. This is the exact reason that I've been saying this for years. The reason that it's disintegrating right now is because you old boomer farts that have had, evangelical Christianity nonsense shoved down your throat, that somewhere it says we have to defend Israel, like old Tamu Tatum says we have to. Nowhere does it say I have to because what you guys are doing is right? That's not. We're not going to get into that, but like Lindsey, I think that's what you're scared of. You're really scared that that my generation is coming, unless you get us all killed in a war, and you feel and you get rid of us, right? If you can keep convincing these warmongers like you, literally, it sounds like you go to like the same people every single week, and you're just like, we need to send Tomahawk nuke missiles over there right now with the best Navy SEALs. Like, dude, I'm tired of these people. You need to vote them out.
Here's what I hope President Trump will do. Signed my bill that has 85 co-sponsors and put tariffs on countries like China who buy cheap Russian oil. Make Russia a state sponsor of terrorism for kidnapping 20,000 Ukrainian kids. And most importantly, seize ships that are carrying sanctioned Russian oil like you're doing in Venezuela.
Yeah, I don't know what it's so easy, isn't it, Lindsey? Why don't you just take your little chunky ass out there and go do it? Say, hey, little boat, come here, little boat. This Russian oil, I can't vote them out.
Possibility of a war with Venezuela. Overnight, we saw the United States intercept another oil tanker. President Trump promised to get.
Look where he's at. Tel Aviv. This is a South Carolina man, damn, raised probably in the sticks somewhere. He's probably of an upper class. I'll do some research. He looks like it. Anybody naming their kid Lindsey ain't got no money. But you can go wherever you want, I guess. I guess if you're a senator working for a state representing a certain class of people, I guess you could just. I guess if I become a senator, I'm just going to go hang out in Saudi Arabia for just months and just phone in and be like, what's up? Yeah, calling in. Like, this is dumb.
Of foreign wars, not start new ones. Would he be going against that promise if he did, in fact, go to war with Venezuela?
Absolutely not. If you're an American and you want Maduro to stay in power, man, have you lost your way?
I do want Maduro to stay in. He hasn't done anything to me personally. Nothing more than what the Honduras, former president didn't do to anybody else, I guess so. It's like I've said before in previous videos, these South American, not many presidents operate under the banner of like their own independence in this world. They're typically under some sort of subservient banking system to, you know, France or England or us, right? So like, if you think Maduro is, you know, he's just a useful idiot, right? That's why he rigged his election and all that shit just a few years ago, and everybody's freaking out. This is really just all over controlling a certain conflict that's occurring in a certain place. But Lindsey knows best, right? Screw it. Send nukes, kill them all.